What is going on, everybody? Who we got in here tonight? We got OPH, G-Stacks, and Duck. We've got all of the mods in here, so better behave yourself, or else these guys are serious. They are serious. They will take you down. The only reason I made them all mods is so they don't mute each other. Exactly. That's why I didn't make all of you mods, so you didn't all ban each other. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Just Say Joe, welcome in. Good to see you as well. I just got a new microphone. I'm playing around with it, so if anything sounds weird, please let me know. But otherwise, let's roll. We got Trav. And then after that, we have Flare Jungle. So I'm going to do Trav for about an hour. And then we're going to move over to Flare Jungle with the Nova Sorceress for a little bit too. And then maybe back to Trav for a bit. Call it a night. All right, guys. Let's do it. So I'm on run. I think I ended last stream at run 1300, and look at this, guys. That is the Stone of Jordan that I gambled off stream last night. Yeah, geez. That's funny. But yes, everybody, here's the Stone of Jordan that I gambled with my Trav Barb last night. Unreal. All right, we're on players 3. We have some mid runes to collect. We have Ist. Actually, that's the only mid rune that I need. And then we need Ohm, Lo, Sir, and Ja. I've already found a Cham rune out of here and a Bear rune. So, with my last stream, got a Bear rune that night. Can you use the Anya quest to customize that SOJ? Oh my god, can you? Okay, hold up. Before we start, Trav. Hold up. We need to test this. I need to go kill Neelathak. That's all right. We'll look at another character. How about that? Yeah, I'd have to level up a character named Sir Fox, even if you did it in normal. Yeah. Should I? Okay. Should it be Sir Fox's Travincal ring? You know, he showed up in G-Stacks' stream the earlier today, and I gotta say, he took it pretty well. Okay, let me just make sure that I am recording. All right, we're good to go. But my timer reset. Uh-oh. My timer's not working all of a sudden. Hold up. My run counter. Not Sir Fox's SOJ. Okay. I think we got a name. Well, shoot. My run counter's not working. So, what do we do about that? That's the first time it hasn't worked ever since I downloaded it. I guess we'll work without it tonight and just, I don't know. Go without it. That's fine. Probably have to restart my computer to get that going. All good. Yeah, it was really nice seeing him too, man. I just felt good to know that he's all good. Just burn out, you know, because that happens. Oop. That happens to everybody. But it is good to see you guys. Thank you for coming in my stream. I've been having a blast doing Trav, so Orca low, dude, that would be so sick. I would love that. I've only found one low rune since getting my PC. The rest of them that I've used to make 3 griefs actually, and yeah, I used one of them that I found naturally to make a grief, and then I made 2 more griefs and a fort. And those 3 lows that I used for that were all cubed up from ohms. Yeah, so we'll see. You know, I have a friend that that whenever I say, hey, it's nice to see you, she always goes, it's nice to be seen. And I always like that. Always like that. But let's see if we can find some good stuff this evening. I'm gonna throw up. Okay. So these are my long shot Zod candidates here. These champions and minions and everything. Otherwise, I'm stuck to finding 3 chams or finding it while Trav is terrorized. Oh, let's check those out. Six soul drainers. Not really noteworthy, but hey, cool to find. My wife decided to stay up in the mountains with our daughter one more night. So I decided to go ahead and stream tonight, and tomorrow there won't be a stream. But for tonight, we'll just enjoy it. Good news is I'm only like 10 10 rows away from being able to do my 250, or my 500 caster crafted amulet stream. That will be awesome. Can't wait to do that. Hoping to get something useful out of that stream, of course. Yep, come on, Hyrule. That's what we're hoping for this evening. I think I'm about due for one. I have to check my drop. I keep a logbook of the drops in this one. I forget what run. Ooh, Oculus! My absolute favorite unique to find and to use. I love the Oculus. That is a cool one. But yeah, absolute favorite. Oh, let's check out that amulet as well. Small charm. And the Oculus. Got like 1,000 of those already, but we will note it. All right. Tell me about your days. Has everyone's day gone well? Everyone doing good? OPH, how's Jake? Have you been rubbing Jake's feet lately? Usually when I get in trouble, I have to do the same service to my wife. It just so happens I get in trouble a lot. Hey, look at that! That's a really nice jewel. That's like a 15 increased attack speed and an rune combined almost. That's a cool one. We'll take a note of that one because that's a cool one. Went to the dentist. Yeah. Man, hate the dentist. Always got news I don't want to hear. I had a dentist a few years ago that had put in an implant, and I found out later that he essentially had like some pretty severe dementia going on, and he was still practicing, and he really screwed up the implant. So at this point, I'm gonna have to go in and have it fixed. They're gonna have to take it out and do a bone graft and all sorts of screwed up stuff. Didn't have the heart to sue the guy, so I'll just pay for it and get it taken care of. Redemption, conviction, conversion. Not quite enough. No good there. Whole lot of stuff. No good. But yeah, that dentist, he like shattered my tooth as he was extracting it. The one that needed to have an implant, you know? And yeah, I mean, I remember when he was extracting my tooth, I was like, why are his hands shaking so bad? I was like, there's no way he's nervous. He's like an experienced dentist, you know? And then it came out later that he had like Alzheimer's. And I'm like, oh my God, man. Like, why? Why are you still practicing? He stopped practicing very shortly after I got my implant completed. There's actually quite a lot of gold on the ground, so I'll go back and put this away. Collect this up. And let's just see if I can do the funniest thing tonight and gamble another SOJ. Okay, so I'm sorry guys, what did we decide on for the character name that I'm gonna have to make? Yeah, and Duck, you know, I thought about it a lot, and I was like, well, he's got insurance, you know, it's like, I'm not going to take it from him. He's going to have, you know, insurance for his practice and stuff that's going to cover him, but, like, I didn't want something weird to happen to where, like, you know, they didn't pay him because he had Alzheimer's and he was practicing still, like. So I really didn't want him to like be personally liable for anything. So there's just, yeah, I don't know. I thought about it and it's like, man, I don't want to do that to the guy. He's already going through enough, and last thing I want is for him to be personally liable for any damages that might come of that. Okay. OPH says Ohm Rune incoming. Okay, so not Sir Fox's SOJ. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Not Sir Fox's SOJ. Yeah, you know, I just try to be decent. Try to be decent. And I like the guy a lot too, so for the years that I had seen him prior, I always really liked him. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, dentist visits are never fun. Ever. Oh, bear with me for 1 second, guys. I tested out this thing the other day where I labeled my live stream as a Diablo 2 live stream, and that actually ended up helping quite a lot, I think. So let me do that really quick. Okay. G-Stacks, I missed a large portion of the end of your stream, I think. Did you end up finding anything in the maggot layer? There we go, looking for those rals. So at some point during this challenge, I am going to switch to where I am gambling mostly circlets, and that's going to be when I hit level 93, because at that point you have the highest chance of getting a griffins from gambling, and I am officially right now halfway between 92 and 93. Takes quite a long time just running Trav, but we'll see how far I get tonight. Maybe a bar. Sweet Phil, good to see you, man. This must be some mod with increased drop rates. What are you talking about, increased drop rates? I don't have my run counter up because it's not working, but Sweet Phil, I did gamble an SOJ yesterday. Last night I was playing off stream and gambled an SOJ. But good to see you, man. Thank you for joining in for a bit. Already full on gold again. I'm going to be gambling in no time, fellas. Oh no, G-Stacks, if you do that. My goodness, man. Yeah, I'm actually farming in Sweet Phil's most favorite place to farm ever, which is Travincal, if you guys didn't know. So shout out to Sweet Phil for always encouraging me to run Travincal. I appreciate it, buddy. Oh, Joe, so one of your previous dentists went to prison? That is ridiculous, man. For selling Oxycontin? Yeah, that was a huge problem in the early to mid 2000s. I mean, like, I remember being in high school and and you know, I thought it was normal that people were doing pills and stuff like that. You know, it's like most people in other time frames grew up with like weed being the most prevalent drug, but like I hardly ever remember seeing that at all, and just being around people who were doing that kind of stuff instead. Kind of crazy. I'm G-Stacks. G-Stacks was eating a banana at the beginning of his stream. Apparently that was a highlight for you, OPH. But OPH has been fairly insistent, G-Stacks, that you need to make that a short. So at least I think he said that earlier. All right, whole lot of stuff to not identify. Probably a couple hours, Phil. I'm gonna run. I see Terror Zone flares coming up in about a half hour, and I'm gonna run that and then jump back to Trav for a little bit and then call it a night. But Terrorized Flare Jungle is one of my absolute favorite places to farm. Oh, I did all of that horking with my griefs. Hey, Brian, welcome in, man. Good to see you. Yeah, we got Sweet Phil, the legendary Sweet Phil, in chat with us. At least for the moment. And I cannot thank Phil enough for shouting me out on his channel a few times now, Phil. Each time you've done that, I've seen my viewers, my subscribers jump up and my viewers as well. So I am very, very grateful for you, man. I really appreciate that. And the first time you did that, I hadn't actually released a video yet. So you went out on a limb because G-Stack said so. And man, I appreciate it. So props to you, man. That's really nice of you to do that. And especially for the other guys you've done that for as well. The D2 community is a good one. Oh, forgot to go drop off the gold in camp. That might be the case, Brian. He at least was mesmerized by G-Stacks eating a banana. We know that much. Ooh, we got a decapitator. Unique decapitator. And ethereal. Look at that. We got an ethereal Hellslayer. Kind of a cool one. That's a pretty cool one. Won't ever use it for anything, but nonetheless, that's a cool find. A very cool looking weapon. Zod it. I have to find a Zod first. So, Phil, you'll like this story. So when I first got D2R, I did not have a PC yet, and I just had Switch, so I just was playing D2R on Switch. And I ended up finding 2 Zods on Switch before I found Arachnid Mesh. Just bonkers RNG, man. But I decided when I got the PC to start over completely and not port over, you know, not that you can port them over, but decided not to hero edit in my characters or loot or any of that stuff. So I'm still without a Zod. Yeah, if I didn't leave it on the ground, I probably should have. Just for the memes. 5 to light radius on that ring. Goated. All right, Phil, thank you for dropping by, man. I really appreciate it. Somewhere dark like my F Stormlash. F Stormlash, man, that's a sweet one. That's a cool weapon right there, man. I would love to find one of those and make a Zealer out of it. I know a lot of people have a lot of hate for Zealers, but that was the build that made me fall in love with the game, you know? Back 25 years ago now? Man, we're filling up on gold quick this evening. What'd you guys think of my short? Did you like it? First one I've ever done. I was a little surprised how quickly it took off. I think YouTube really promotes shorts, and I didn't really know that. So I'm gonna make a short of the SOJ being gambled and see how that does. Until I find a... Wow. Hey, Joe, if you're still in here, I actually meant to ask you, whatever happened to the dentist? Did they revoke his license and all that stuff? Or what'd they do to your dentist? Another jewel to look at. We'll check that out. Oh. Long staff. Serpent Lord. My 15-year-old dog is twitching down there like he's dreaming. Went to prison, so guessing he's lost his license. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Come on. I was some red beans and rice. Don't understand that, G-Stacks. Got a rare ring to check out. Dang, I was just thinking that I was probably getting close on that. Brian. One to maximum damage, godly. 1 to 2 fire damage, godly. Whole lot of shit. What are you doing all the way over here? Come on, we need something good here. Not this time. What's gross about it, Brian? Like, what's going on? Battle staff. Small charm. Oh, we got 10 minutes until we're slamming the Flare jungle. One of my absolute favorite places to farm. And I've got a... I've got an absolute love for the Nova Sorceress that I finally built. So I'm excited to try that out again. Rotted roof deck. Rotted dormers and rotted trusses. The whole thing needs new wood everywhere. Yeah. Not just a simple tear off and replace, huh? I don't know why I keep getting surprised by how quickly I'm getting gold, but I think I'm getting more gold than I normally do. You know, like more of the council's drops are gold rather than items right now. Which happens, you know. Hey buddy, can you go to bed? Nova Sorcerer did make a self-wheeled infinity. Congratulations, Joe. Yeah, man. How did it roll for the self-wheeled on the negative enemy lightning res? How did it roll? It is. Yeah, it's a huge piece. Dusty, go to bed. Arguably, I mean, not arguably, really, it's the hardest piece to obtain for the build. Otherwise, it's just, you know, get to 105 FCR. Shark skin belt. Don't need one of those. Another Serpent Lord long staff. Interesting. $52. That's excellent, man. Congratulations. That is excellent. And a co-rune. Yeah, Brian, I'm pretty sure it's 45 to 55. Those two griffs. Yeah, absolutely, man. Good call. That Mosaic Assassin would be sweet for that Griffins, and then also Trap Assassin or Javazon, of course, too. But Nova Sorceress is so powerful, man. There's a reason why that build is one of the favorites right now with the way, you know, skills are balanced and everything. Demon Hide Sash. I would love to find an 8-8 or 8-15-15 string of ears. I would love to find that. Six 14-14. Ah, that's all right. 53 is excellent, man. Yeah, use that 1911. Just say Joe. Yeah, definitely use the 1911. Throw a 5-5 facet in that thing, which I'm sure you probably have if you have 2 Griffins. And you'll be rocking and rolling, man. $109 to attack rating, 25 gold, not bad. Okay. Bone armor charges. Oh, I wouldn't have thought about that. With it being ethereal. Which is funny because I was hoping to find an ethereal scythe to put it in. But didn't end up finding one by the time I got all the runes to make infinity. But now I'm glad I didn't. Just in case I ever wanted to use those charges on there. Three, 4 facet. $16, $15. Aren't we talking about Griffins? Brian? What are you talking about, Vita? Because we're talking about lightning skill damage, right? Maybe I'm lost on the conversation. I thought we were talking about a Griffins with those stats. Yay, another Ral rune. And then we got time for one more Trav run after this. And then I'm going to switch over to that Nova Sorceress for running Lair Jungle. Finding light or jab skillers. Oh, yeah. You know, it's funny because I had a similar experience where I was having a really hard time finding lightning skillers, but then I ended up finding like 3 of them within a couple of days. It was really bizarre. Just RNG, man. It does weird stuff. Yeah, with torches, I would probably do the same. Yeah, but... Alright. Ooh, Ormus with 3 Nova. Yeah, if you can make the FCR work, then do it, man. Alright, roll this on player 7. Let's do it. Oh yeah, I haven't even been out here with this character yet. Okay, so I can go either way. Yeah, 105 is what you're looking for. 105 on the breakpoint. If it goes higher than that, it's not a problem, but it doesn't do anything for you until you hit 200, which just is no, doesn't really, you know, 200 is great, but I think really the only real use for 200 FCR is like a LK sorceress, you know? Because I think to get to that 200% breakpoint, you're going to be sacrificing too many skills and MF and stuff like that. I don't even know if you can honestly get to 200 with a self-willed Infinity Nova Sorceress. Like, even with perfect gear, I'm not even sure if you can. You cannot. Yeah. What about just for funsies once? Just once, just for fun. $210 FCR would be max for for any sorceress. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, so I think with this current setup, I'm hitting about 200% magic find, which is pretty good, if you ask me. I could get rid of one more skiller and get 21% more magic find, but don't really see a reason to do that, you know what I mean? I think 200's just enough. I think it's really that first like 100% magic find that does the most for you. And then you start hitting the diminishing returns that make it not as effective. I'm going to test just going from this way and see how many champion packs I can run into just doing it from this direction. Because if it's plenty, then I'll just go this way and avoid that other area. I need to have a key. But what I would really like for this character is to craft a 220 amulet. Of course, for the sorceress, that would be sweet because then I can run 2 SOJs, which would just make this build just ridiculous, you know? Oops, what am I doing? Yeah, 250 MF is a good spot to be in, no doubt. $250 is very respectable pretty much on any character. Like for me though, like on this build, I'm happy with being able to run player 7 and have 200 because like I said, I think that's about where I'm at. 180, but like that's enough for me, you know. Like if I could do more and not sacrifice kill speed, that'd be great. But yeah, the skill points do a lot for you. Right now I'm just rocking a Mara's on the amulet to give me the +2 skills, which is good. All right, we're gonna hit 2 super chests. Oh, come on. Oh. Locked. Hodo on the main hand, still 210 FCR plus skills. Yeah. Hamdan, welcome in. Good to see ya. Not doing Travincal for the moment. Hitting them some flares. Seeing if one of them will drop me another high rune on stream, because that was just so exciting and I blew everyone's eardrums out. Yeah, the Maras will come, you know. I found 4 of them now, I think, and none of them have been like a crazy good roll. I've had some good ones, but nothing great. I think the highest I have is 25, so nothing crazy. But they were all from different places. Like one was from TZ Andy, one of them was from Meth, one was from the cows, and one was from a random terror zone. I think like Worldstone Keep or something. So mine all came from different places. Oops. Double jam, yeah. Need that double jam Sabrina Carpenter card. We're good to go. Yeah, Bobcat. The only thing with Barbs, though, is they do not have telekinesis, man. And that is so clutch for LK. So unless you have a way to use telekinesis, like, I don't think I could do Lower Kurost without it, you know what I mean? Because once you get used to having it and using it, like, going back is, like, non-negotiable. Like, you can't do it. Andy in a run, yeah. Bobcat, what do you mean how? How with what? Oh my gosh. So much stuff. Zerker Axe. Hamdam, he was in G-Stax's stream earlier today, and he said he's thinking he might stream this weekend at some point. But he said he was feeling extremely burnt out on Diablo 2, so he needed a little break. Which is totally understandable, man. He's been getting after it for a long time. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Yeah, no doubt. Like, yeah, Barbs definitely run faster. Yeah, through charges. Yeah, I can understand that, man. Keep going to Travincal. I can totally understand that, Brian. I see a lot of people run LK with, you know, just like running up to the chests. Like they'll teleport and then run up and click the chests. Which, you know, nothing wrong with that. I just totally prefer telekinesis. Just my personal preference. There's a lot of flayers, soul killers. And a grand charm, 45 to lifer. Nope. Yeah, that's true. As long as you're consistent with your run times, then it doesn't really matter how you get it done. You know what I mean? Same here, Hamdan. That's the exact same. The only 40 plus, you know, higher than 40 lifer I've ever gotten was a shapeshifter druid one, which is coming out in a video shortly. Probably in the next week or so, I should have another video out, and that 43 to lifer is on that one. I found it in the terrorized tombs. Streamer fatigue. Well, you may be boycotting him not even by your own choice. At least we all have been lately. It's a forced boycott. Yeah, I love Sir Fox, man. Love his the energy he brings to streams and the chill hangouts. Like, kind of feels like you're hanging out with a bunch of friends, you know? Because that's how I view it. $4 a.m. your time. Ouch, man. You know, I've never dropped into a Daily Double stream. I don't think I'm subscribed or have ever seen one of Daily Double's videos or anything. I should go check him out. Keep forgetting that I don't have any keys. I need to go take care of that really quick. If I never saved daily, I would not be here. Save daily. I would. Yeah. In the winter, that makes sense, because honestly, like, streaming for me this time of year is definitely tough. We've got so much going on. Just with gardening, taking care of animals, going and doing fun stuff outside, you know. But made time for it this year because I'm new at doing this. And I've been having fun doing it, so I've been kind of prioritizing this over some other stuff that I probably should be prioritizing. But that's right, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So it's all good. Gotcha, Hamdan. Yeah, so I think your name came up in that short that I made. I think the clip that I used had me saying something to you. You said it was about Sabrina Carpenter, right? We were talking about that or something. It's hilarious. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It'd be cool if I could play music while I was streaming too, but my computer just simply cannot handle it. So it is what it is. Yeah, I didn't even finish saying my sentence and then started yelling. You would make an AI slop cat channel. That's true. I'm not in it for the money. I just love playing this game. If I were in it for any sort of monetary gain, I certainly would not be playing with mods, and I would be doing a lot cheesier shit. I still may not play with mods at some point in the future, because I think it'd be fun to grow my audience, but my intention is not to make money off of it, you know? I just think it's fun to stream my favorite game ever with a group of people who also love the game. It's Sir Fox's fault, really. He's the one who told me I should do it. Yeah, exactly, Hamdan. I know we've been over it a few times, but yeah, the broader Diablo 2 audience definitely is not a fan of quality of life mods if it's not inherent in the game. You know, they're very purists. So, which is all good, you know. What I don't like are the people who talk shit on it and say that I'm cheating, or they, you know, it's not trustworthy what I'm doing. I've gotten all of those kind of comments on my videos, people saying, you know, your channel's not trustworthy because you run mods, or, you know, oh, you're cheating. It's all these stupid ass comments. But, you know, I'm going to play the game the way I would like to play the game. And after seeing Fox run mods on his channel, I was like, oh my god, man, like that looks so much better than the base game. But yeah, like no drop rates are changed, nothing like that. I'm not, you know, altering anything other than quality of life stuff. So yeah, you're exactly right. They're not like it's not like a mod that totally changes like the mechanics of the game, you know. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Hold on. I will be right back. Hold on, everybody.